So I'm joined here today, Moses Itauma, very much anticipated pro debut. So you want to be active this year, and January 28th, it's your first fight. How do you feel? Is there any nerves going into this? I know you're sharing it with your brother, and you said yourself this is the first time you and your brother have ever fought on the same bill. Is it nerves, have they set in yet, or is it still kind of just getting your head wrapped around the occasion?
No, there ain't no nerves yet. Maybe on fight night though.
It's interesting. You've had an amateur background. You're turning pro. Obviously, you've missed the Olympic cycle. You've been boxing from a very, very young age. What roughly, if you don't know offhand, that's fine. But from the moment you started to your last amateur fight, how many amateur bouts have you actually participated in?
24.
24 since you were 9 to now.
Well, in England, you can't actually have a fight until you're about 11. So, yeah, I had 24. But last year was my most busiest year. I had 14.
Okay. In terms of Mike Tyson's record, you've said yourself that was your goal. Was that something you've thought of ever since you first donned a pair of gloves and started finding out the history of boxing? Or is this kind of the more you've realised your talent, you've been in there with guys like Coley, was that something that that just came? Or was it the Olympics ever a dream, or was it always pro heavyweight?
No, never really it wasn't like I ever wanted to achieve it. It was just like I went down to the gym, the local gym, St Mary's, and I had fun going into training. I know that sounds mad, but I was literally just training there, and then started picking up national titles, and then around 2 years ago, we spoke to me and my brother, and we was like, let's do it.
When you were 15, you were sparring Lawrence Coley, who's now cruiserweight champion, the likes of Joe Joyce, the likes of Anthony Joshua, in your school gear. That takes a serious amount of confidence. Was there ever any nerves going into any of those spars about the caliber of the opponent you were sparring?
Yeah, no. You always get the nerves occasionally, but with me, no matter if you're nervous, injury or anything, you just got to do it. So it's just one of them things you just have to do.
Obviously, the goal is to be active this year. I see on BoxRec that you're back out again in March in Telford. Realistically, do you think between 8 and 10 fights this year is possible? Do you think you might have to maybe go to Dubai onto Frank, maybe loan you out onto a top rank show as well, possibly to get that? Or are you happy that Frank will be able to deliver the 8 to 10 fights this year?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that just yet. I'm thinking about my pro debut, and I'll leave everything that's outside of the ring to my promoter Frank and my manager Francis's hands.
Okay. Last question. Pro debut this weekend. What are we looking at? Are we looking at a knockout?
Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to wait and see.
Moses, appreciate it. Best of luck for all things, and thank you for giving me the time. Appreciate it.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.